What's up YouTube? Welcome to Team Seto. Today I bring to all of you the history of the true kings, Crystron, Zoodiac, Metalfoes, the masterpiece, the true DracoSlayer and much more. Without further ado, let's start. Luster Pendulum, the DracoSlayer cursed by the alchemy of the dragon, has lost his memory and his humanity. All he knows is that he has to defeat Vector Pendulum, the Drac Overlord, and his army of Draco demons that are conquering the world. In its path of justice, the Luster Pendulum, the DracoSlayer, travels to new dimensions to help other races that are fighting against the Draco demons. One of them, Magispector. The Luster Pendulum mounts the unicorn Karin and became Magispector Paladin, the ascending DracoSlayer. In the dimension of the Ignites, Luster Pendulum receives the power of the Ignites and wears the armor of the Ignite Margrave and became Ignister Prominence, the blasting DracoSlayer. In the dimension of the Dynamist, Luster Pendulum wears Dynamist Pledges and Dynamist Stegosaurus armor, and so it became Dinosaur Power, the mighty DracoSlayer. After defeating all the enemies in those dimensions, the Luster Pendulum increased its power and will now be known as the Master Pendulum, the DracoSlayer. Master Pendulum is ready for the final battle, so he begins the journey to the dimension where Vector Pendulum, the Drac Overlord, lives. Master Pendulum stands face to face against Vector Pendulum, but it has also increased its energy and will now be known as Lector Pendulum, the Drac Overlord. Lector Pendulum is not alone. Thanks to the alchemy of the dragon, he has created the Amorphage. After a long battle, Master Pendulum defeats the Amorphage, but the energy of the fallen Amorphage activates the dragon's alchemy by merging Lector Pendulum with Amorphage Goliath, giving birth to the Amorphector Pain, the Imagination Drac Overlord. The final battle between the Master Pendulum, the DracoSlayer, and Amorphector Pain is so colossal and incredible that it will end in an unimaginable conclusion, both representing the good and evil, and end up merging, giving birth to the masterpiece, the true DracoSlayer. In this new, more powerful form, goodness dominates. Masterpiece manages to recover part of his memory, and what he remembers is that the prophecy of the greater evil awakening is near. The masterpiece, the true DracoSlayer, just like when he was the Luster Pendulum that helped the Magispectors, the Ignites, and the Dynamists, still has that strong desire to help those in need. So it takes on a new trip to another world, another dimension, to help new races that are being threatened and defeated by the legendary dragons that are extremely powerful, the true king. The Metalfoes are psychic type monsters with fire attributes that use various vehicles to battle. The Metalfoes are being attacked by the true king Agnimazut, the Vanisher, a legendary dragon of fire, and none of the Metalfoes can defeat such a powerful creature. In this desperate situation for the Metalfoes, a light of hope appears. The masterpiece, the true DracoSlayer, descends from the sky to help them by giving them more power and a new ability which lets them merge with their vehicles, and thus getting a new transformation, way more powerful than their previous form. This will start the counterattack against the true King Agnimazut, the Vanisher. Now the scale is in favor of the Metalfoes. At the same time, in another part of the world, the Crystron live. They are a race of monsters, type machine, and attribute water. The Crystron are threatened by true King Barastos, the Fathomer, a legendary dragon of water, and because of its great power, the Crystron cannot confront it. And so once again, the masterpiece, the true DracoSlayer, shows up to awaken the potential of the Crystron, and thus they manage to synchronize to give birth to their new warriors. Now the Crystron have a clear advantage to be able to defeat the true King Barastos. Finally, in another location in the same world live the Zoodiac, a race of monsters, type Beast Warrior and attribute Earth. The Zoodiac are challenged by true King Lithosagem, the Disaster, a mythical Earth dragon, and due to its great power, the Zoodiac cannot challenge it. And as usual, the masterpiece, the true DracoSlayer, makes its triumphal entry to offer each warrior new powers and weapons. Each Zoodiac now possesses a different weapon and are ready to counterattack the true King Lithosagem, the Disaster. Though everything seems to be in favor of the three races, an even more terrible threat is about to appear, the Great Dark Beast. To be continued. If you like the story, please make sure to subscribe, comment, share it and like it. Stay tuned. Until the next video, this has been your host, Team Seto.